Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. We are here at Community Newspaper with our two favorite people from the Ceramic League of Miami. They're here to talk about an event that they have tomorrow and future events, and they're going to also talk about opening up their 75th year of the Ceramic League. So welcome. How are you guys doing today?
Thanks for having
Great.
us.
Thanks a lot.
It's always great to be here.
So what pieces do you have here today? Because I see a lot going on the table, and they all look very exciting.
Well, we have several different kind of examples of some of our different firing techniques. One of the unique things about the Ceramic League of Miami is that we have a lot of different types of kilns. So we're able to do high fire gas firing, reduction glazes, and we're also able to do soda firing. We also have Raku kilns, as well as the electric oxidation kilns. So we're, excited. We also recently added a new kiln that's called a rocket kiln. That is just a very fast fire, but it's all of the fuel is wood. It's a wood-fired kiln, but it's very efficient and burns the wood very efficiently. So there's no ash deposit, there's no smoke. It's just a very efficient burn on the wood. So you can get up to high temperatures in only a few hours, like 5 or 6 hours. You get to cone 10, which is like 2350 degrees.
Wow.
So that's a very exciting new addition to our cadre of kilns that we have. And I wanted to show this piece right here is one that came out of the kiln recently. This was out of the rocket kiln.
Oh.
And you get this a nice lidded piece, and it's just, it's very exciting to be able to get this kind of result in only like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
So,
as well as the texture, texture that you see on the blue area.
Yeah.
You get a lot of that when you're doing a wood-fueled fire.
Yeah.
So.
And we're adding some soda to that kiln right now. We may not always do it, but we do that you start to get, if you see this lid, you can see, it's hard to see on camera maybe, but there's kind of a orange peel texture almost to it. Mm-hmm. That's just from the soda. There's no applied glaze in that area.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is just from our normal regular soda kiln, which is, you can see that texture more, say, in this area here, that kind of orange peel. That's all from, it had a slip, which is it doesn't melt. It's not like a glaze. It's just a sort of a liquid clay that has a colorant in it, and then the soda on top of that. So, and this area has more of an applied glaze as well. So you can play around with different textures, different colors, and different things that happen. I wanted to show maybe this. You can see this area on the pot that has more of an orange tone. That's where it didn't get a lot of soda. Soda is like an atmospheric type of firing where you're introducing sodium into the kiln at high temperatures, and it's being carried by the flame that's passing through the kiln. So in some areas it's going to get more deposit on the pot than on other areas. If it's facing away, like say this area that got more deposit here was facing toward the flame, so it was getting more of the sodium building up there, and on the back side it was getting less. So it brings out what there's a trace titanium in the clay that brings out that orange tone.
That's beautiful.
So there's a lot of variation on the surface with soda firing that happens. So there's another piece here. This is a Raku firing, which is more of a low temperature firing, and you're pulling these pieces out at cone 10, or not cone 10, but at a lower temperature. It's like around cone 06, around 06, about 1850 degrees. So you can see that we're putting them into like a metal trash can with combustible material, and that will combust and create a carbon sort of thing happening, and that's why the clay turns black like this. But it also creates a reduction atmosphere, which brings out all the metallic items in the clay, in the glazes. So you get that copper, because this glaze has a lot of copper in it. So you can get a very coppery effect, or sometimes it turns more greenish, things like that. So it's a fun first time kind of, I think it's a great introduction to ceramics. If you've never taken a ceramics class before, Raku is a fun first class because you get an immediate result. At the end of the class, you're walking away with something immediately, where with our other classes, you usually have to wait for the firing that takes many hours. The kiln has to cool for many hours, so you have to come back later to get your work.
And we're talking about days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2-3 days that you have to wait
That's a lot of patience.
between the loading, the firing, and coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also a soda-fired piece, and the pieces that I made, some of them are hand-built, so that was the other the thing I wanted to explain about the types of classes. Some of our classes are done on the wheel. I've demonstrated a few times when I've been here, and I bring the wheel. I've also demonstrated doing the hand building. So most of these here in the front are hand built. The one closest to you, Dani, is done on the wheel, and that also is a soda piece. We recently had a soda firing, and we were very happy with the results that we got. The nice thing as well about this type of firing is you could use it just for decorative pieces or for functional pieces. Like that mug is food safe. You could use it, and hopefully will stand up to wear and tear, and it's you know, it's easy to use. And the other small piece is a little soy sauce bottle. And everything was done in the kiln, as well as the stopper is not cork, it's actually a clay stopper.
Oh, wow.
That was fired upside down.
It looks like a little mushroom.
It does. So, you know, what we've been trying to show, because we've made it, like I said, we've made a few times when we've been on, but we wanted people to see the finished results and the kinds of things that, if you come to Pinecrest Gardens, that we would have for sale. If you come to our makers markets, this is the kind of ware that we would have as well. So that's why we wanted to bring the pieces today and show them off. We have, this is another Raku,
this is
right?
another Raku piece. It's actually from a workshop that we held a couple of years ago with a well-known Japanese ceramic artist named Ohi Toshio on the 11th.
Wow.
And he's from a traditional family that does this kind of firing, this kind of pottery that goes way back in Japanese history. So he came to Miami, and we did a workshop with him. It was through the cooperation with the Japanese embassy, and it was a really great, successful workshop. And we got a number of workshops coming up, actually, pretty soon in the coming year. That we do want to talk about those. Is there?
Yeah.
We should talk about those now. So.
Yeah. Is there anything particular that you want to?
Yeah, I mean, we're having one with one of our members is going to be doing a workshop on the I think it's the weekend of the 19th. Pucci Noriega, she does more sculptural type work, and she's going to be leading a workshop on that weekend. One of the days on that weekend, I think it's the Saturday, or maybe the Sunday. I'm not quite sure, but it'll be on our website. We also have with Polo is going to be doing a bird whistle workshop on that weekend of the 26th, I think, that weekend. He's going to be doing a workshop. That one's actually in cooperation with the Museum of Art and Design downtown, and they're sort of sponsoring it. So he's going to be doing that workshop. That's available to sign up for right now. It's not on our website. It's on their website to sign up. But it's going to be happening at the league.
Okay.
And then in February, we're having a very well-known ceramic artist named Richard Notkin. He's going to be coming, I think it's the weekend of the 9th of February, and doing a 2-day workshop. So he's one of our big draws for the year. He's a super well-known guy and has, been recognized, around the country for his work. It's amazing stuff. Later on in the year, we're going to have we're working with Mark Hewitt, who's a very well-known potter. I think that one's going to happen sometime in April, maybe. And he's a British potter who now came to the United States, and he lives in North Carolina. He's been there for many, many years, but he's a very, very well-known functional potter. And he's going to be here. Then another artist we have is going to be in October, Thaddeus Erdahl, who's more of a sculptor, and his work is amazing. And that's going to be another workshop in October that we're going to be having. So we may try to fit in some other workshops here and there, but they haven't been scheduled yet. We'll keep our website updated with any new entries that we have coming forward.
Awesome. That's a lot of wonderful workshops to look forward to.
It takes a lot to pull one off. So it is, and we do get the cream of the crop when it comes to getting our the visiting artists. So it's a good thing, not only for us, but these are open to the general public. Mm-hmm. So any students from FIU, Miami Dade, anyone who's interested, just need to go online and sign up, and we're glad to have everybody. So they're a lot of fun. And our classes are starting again January 6th. We will have our throwing classes, hand building. We have a raku class. We have a couple of soda classes. So there's a lot of variety that people can choose from. And of course, we have classes. Some classes are more appropriate for beginners. Others require some experience, but there's something for everybody in our classes. And I believe we're also having our teen class and kids class as well. So again, something for all ages, for people of all ages. So it's
in the summer, we'll also have our summer camp running again. So that goes on for about 6 weeks in the summer.
6 weeks.
Something like that. So we'll have that running again, starting up at the end of July or June. Probably. So.
Right. In March, some of our teachers will be going to Salt Lake City, I believe it's this year, for the National Council on Education in the Ceramic Arts.
Wow.
Big name. We call it NCECA for short. And NCECA is the national organization for artists, for teachers, for anyone involved in the ceramic arts. And it's normally about a week-long conference. And it's a terrific experience for people who are interested in the ceramic arts, or certainly taking a class, or if they teach. But they bring together all the artists, and you get to meet people from not only all over the country, but all over the world that attend that conference. And our teachers participate. James normally does.
They have a lot of exhibitions during that conference. Usually, all of the different art museums in the area will participate and have an exhibition of ceramic work at that time. NCECA also organizes specific exhibitions, and they have different competitions that some of our members have participated in and have been. I know that there's a couple of people who have been accepted to some exhibitions this year from our organization. So I think it's very exciting that when we get that recognition. One of our members just got a new light residency.
Awesome.
So that's a very cool thing here in Miami.
Yeah.
But we're always looking to collaborate with other arts organizations here in Miami or South Florida.
Yeah.
And this year, as we enter our 75th year, we hope to have some more events that, as James said, are in collaboration with others. we hope to have a big event to celebrate the anniversary, which would be in the fall.
Okay.
And it's for an arts organization in the environment of Miami to have been in existence for 75 years as we have is really an accomplishment.
Yeah.
We own our own facilities. You know, we run into people all the time who say, "Oh, I went to summer camp," or "My grandchildren went to summer." I mean, it's a wonderful tradition that we have here in the community, and we hope to celebrate it in the correct manner as we go into our 75th year.
One thing I haven't even talked to Diana about, but it came up recently, is that Bernice Steinbaum, who has a gallery, very prominent gallerist here in Miami, has agreed to do a show with us in February. So it'll be a juried exhibition that she'll be the juror, and it'll be limited to, her gallery is not very large, so it'll be limited in number that'll be accepted and so forth. But this is all, you know, being worked out, but you know, I believe it will go forward. So that's a very exciting development for us.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
And our most pressing thing, at least pressing for me, because I'm trying to organize it, is tomorrow we're having our last Makers Market, and we're actually calling it the last minute holiday shopping Makers Market because, you know, we're right on the cusp of Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa, everything, all the holidays coming together. So we're encouraging people to come to our studio. It's going to be nice and cool tomorrow. We're going to have hot cider, which was donated by Fresh Market. Very thankful to them. We're having a bake sale, but we're going to have about 18 vendors this time. So in addition to the Makers Unit from the public library. So we're really hoping to have a great turnout. We think that this is going to be the best one yet. So we're very excited about it.
Yeah, it sounds really great. I might stop by, honestly, have some hot cider.
Yeah.
Enjoy that chilly weather and maybe get something fun, you know.
Cookies, hot cider, what could be better? And many of the items that you see here, this is the kind of product that you'll see available tomorrow. So, you know, in addition to wood turning, we have the wood turners coming back. They're a great partner of our markets. We have a fabric artist that's coming in. She's going to have some products that were designed here and actually created in Thailand, but were designed here in Miami. We have jewelers. So it should be very exciting, in addition to our terrific members who are potters. And you know, so we're very excited about tomorrow. We'll be more excited at 3 o'clock, but once it's over. But no, we truly are excited. You're seeing some of the individuals who will be showing tomorrow on the screen right now. So it's a great thing, and it's the kind of market that we're just hoping to build, and we always invite new people in to join us, so we're very excited about tomorrow.
Yeah, you're going to have that group from the library, right?
Right. That's the You Make unit, and they're bringing their 3D printer. And the last time they were there in October. They actually made stamps for, you know, that you can, I mean, the 3D printer can make a stamp that you can use on clay.
On your pottery, wow.
Right. So tomorrow, the members, this is a special member thing, they'll be able to get their logo or their signature made as a 3D printer, so they can use it on their pottery.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you know, we have different demographics in our organization in terms of we have members, we have students, we have members who have known us for many, many years, some that are new, so as well as the general public. So we try to do something for everybody, and that's, in this market, we're especially doing that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I had a question about one of these pieces, actually.
Yeah.
Well, this one, is this a shape that you purposely kind of like bent, or is it something that just happened as you were turning the piece?
That piece is actually the first piece that I threw when I was able to throw again after my fractured arm incident. But I then I reshaped it on purpose. It wasn't it wasn't like a happy accident. I actually did that on purpose because I like to alter the shapes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's very like organic. And then this one, I imagine you rolled something on the clay to kind of make this print.
Yeah, you roll a slab and then you texturize it, and then you put it together with the 4 feet. That's the first one that you highlighted is thrown on the wheel and then manipulated. The other one was done completely by hand, no wheel involved. So yeah.
And lastly, I know you guys had a really big year, and you're looking at another big year next year. What do these opportunities mean for you and the league to be able to do all these workshops and classes and just reach out to people locally and,
Well, I mean, we want to continue with our outreach programming as well. Yuki, our outreach coordinator, does some great workshops with local organizations like Lighthouse for the Blind, Lotus House. And they go to those places and sit with people and actually make clay things there. They'll bring them back to our facility to do the firings, and then take them back to Lotus House or Lighthouse for the Blind. And we're looking for other organizations that we can work with on these kinds of outreach programming. So we're going to continue doing that and looking for ways to get out into the community more. We're going to be, continuing with our markets, with the Pinecrest Market, with, we do the Vizcaya Market at times there, and we're going to be trying to do, different sort of fundraising events for the league during this coming year to kind of really help us upgrade our facilities. And, as Diana said, we're going to try to plan something for the fall to really, try to really raise some real money to help us in our quest for AC, for one thing. That's a big one. We do have an electric kiln that is scheduled to be delivered sometime in the early part of the year, probably in January at some point, we were able to acquire that through a grant that we got from the Knight Foundation. And so it's a very large front-loading electric kiln, which allows for more sculptural pieces to do larger scale sculptural pieces. And we're going to have that installed in the early part of the year, hopefully. And so there's a lot of things that need to happen to fall into place for everything to work. We have to, get some electrical work done to accommodate that. Hopefully we do actually have the money for that. So we will be working on that. Everything moves a little bit slow because we're an all volunteer organization. Right. So sometimes it doesn't move as quickly as what we would like, but it does move. So it is happening.
And Miami's a very transient community, so getting the word out every day is very important because we meet so many people, especially at our different markets, who you talk about the Ceramic League, and while some people may have been there when they were a child, many people have really never heard of us because they're new to the community. So we're constantly working on getting the word out. And that's at the basis of the different events. We're always trying to reach out to different sectors, different areas of the community, because if you don't get the word out, you could die on the vine, and that's the last thing anybody would want. So it's challenging, but it's also exciting to meet new individuals, meet younger people who are getting engaged. And it's the exciting part of being part of the league.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you guys for coming, and thank you for bringing the beautiful pottery.
Well, thank you.
And I hope we can see a lot of new faces tomorrow at the event, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
10 to 3?
10 to 3,
At your location
right
by the falls, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
correct. And we really want to thank you and community newspapers for this. This is a great platform for us. So, you know, we really appreciate being able to come here and talk to the community about what we're doing.
Of course, anytime.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
holidays.